Dear students and working accountants, welcome to my Smart Tally Prime YouTube channel. My name is Babu Rao from Hyderabad. And before we proceed to our topic, one advice for you. You just to decide, do you want to gain expert knowledge and become expert accountant, or simply you want to learn something like data entry operator, some knowledge like that. So if you want to gain expert knowledge and become expert accountant, you follow my videos in the same order in which I am uploading. So if you follow like that, and you will get expert knowledge and you will become expert accountant. And also every video you watch till the end, then only you will get the subject matter, you get the knowledge of that video fully. If you skip that, so the balance video you cannot understand, so you will not get a knowledge, get full knowledge. Okay. Now back to our subject. Today, our topic, which I am going to learn in this Tally Prime, is how to activate GST in Tally Prime. Because we have to hereafter, we have to work in the Tally Prime with GST also, with GST. Okay. And already in the last video, we have discussed everything. It's a long video, more than 1 hour. We discussed everything about GST. What is GST? What is GST? And what are the, when the GST was introduced and implemented, and what are the registration schemes available in the GST, or the types of dealers, types of GST, as well as different slabs in the GST system. And all this we learn now. And before that, even before that, from the beginning, we learned everything about the Tally. So how to create a company and maintain the accounts, maintain inventory, view the reports, in invoices and the print, reports, how to print, all this we have learned. Before that, we discussed everything. And when the GST is implemented in India, trade is, the business people are mostly affected. Why? Because except the small traders, so that means small business people, all the business people, maybe manufacturers, I told you already different types of traders, business people, manufacturers, traders, service providers, all these people, they are affected. They cannot work without, that is, it's not possible to work without GST. So for everything, GST is applicable. So every businessman has to work with the GST. So we know we are going to learn how to work with the GST. How to work with GST means, working with GST means what will the business people will do? Purchasing goods. This act is Goods and Services Act. Means purchasing means purchasing goods as well as services, or both. Similarly, sales, purchases, sales of goods as well as services, and any other, all other transactions also, which are not goods, services, or any other thing. All this with GST. That's what we are going to learn. And to work with GST, first of all, GST feature is to be enabled in the Tally Prime. GST feature, this is called the accounting feature. GST feature is to be enabled, and after that we have to set up the GST details and GST rates in many places, and that means we have to activate that. Just simply giving the, enabling the, that is enabling the GST feature in Tally Prime is not enough. And after that, in many places, in ledgers, stock items, and many places, we have to do the GST details and we have to activate them. Okay. Now, how you have to activate in the Tally Prime? That we will learn. See here, I will. So that's what we are going to learn. Yes, here I will show you. See here, what we are going to do is, already we discussed about everything about the Tally and what are the different types and everything. And before that, we learned many things about the Tally. And now, what we are going to do is how to enable GST feature in Tally Prime and how to set GST details and activate GST in the tally frame. After that, we will learn this. How to set up multi GST rates. Okay. How to set the multi GST rates. Okay. Okay. This is what we are going to learn now. So we will go to tally. Here, first of all, we have to activate the GST feature in tally frame. For that, first of all, activating GST feature may be two types. One is when you create a new company, we will activate the GST feature. So I will tell you. Yeah. Yeah. First of all, how to create the company, and when at the time of creating the company, how to activate the GST. I mean, how to not activate, how to enable the GST feature, as well as in the case of an existing company, already company is created, already is working. When the company is already existing, then how to enable and activate the GST. So first of all, we will create a new company here. See, if you are having with, so when you open the tally, directly we will go to this one, select the company page. There are many other companies. If there is no other company, then only directly it will go to select the company page, and no company will be displayed here. If there are already companies are existing, all these company list will be shown here. So if you come directly to this page, from here you can select this create company and enter here the company creation page. Or suppose if you are already, if you select a company already, it will load to the gateway of tally. So if you are in the gateway of tally page, then here you need not go back to select company page. Here in the company info page button, Alt K, you click that. First of it is create. So that is select and create. So we create GST activation company. Activation company we are creating. So after creating, you know how to create a company, we already discussed. After that, select the state and use something like this one, like something like that PIN code and all the details, address and everything. And if you have the mobile number, tax is not available, email, if you have any website and all this. And this one, last year only will take 1st April 22, because 23 1st April we will take up later. So here the year is 1st April 22. This already 23 we entered, so it is showing 1st April 23, but we are going to take up only 22 23. That is 1st April 22, and books beginning from same day. It is a new company, and if you start the company business in the middle of the year, then books beginning from that date we will give. Otherwise, it is going on from 1st April, we will give, just take it 1st April, and then Control K, save. So the company is created. After creating the company, one small window will show company created successfully. The name is GST Activation Company. And here, 3 options: accounting, inventory, and taxation. So accounting, inventory, already we have done it. And in this case, this only one bill-wise entry we will disable that. Okay, maybe no problem. Okay, and then here, go to this GST, that is enable GST, goods and services tax. Generally, it will be yes. If it is no, you make it yes. And it does not mean that if it is yes, that all the options inside that are activated. No, they are not activated. So show only yes. So if you click that yes, then the GST details page, GST details relating to the GST details with the registration and other features of the company. So first one is GST registration details, additional features. Details means they are all GST features. GST registration details, additional features, invoice features. These types again. So first one, registration details. Select the state. State already, when you are creating the company, we give the state. The state it will be by default it will take. The next one is registration type. I told you already, in the registration schemes, there are 2 types of registration schemes. 2 schemes. One is regular scheme, another one is composition scheme. But now we have just composition, you can select composition. If you are regular, You have to select regular, but now we work with the regular scheme only. Composition scheme, after completing a regular scheme, you will go to composition scheme. So select regular scheme. Then assessee of other territory, that is in the case of sales and other special economic zones. If you are a member of another zone, another territory, then we will make it as, now we make it as no. Then GST applicable from means when the books are started, then when the books are started, the GST also will be applicable from that time. Okay, in our company, when you are creating the books beginning from your first April, that's why it's giving first April. And here we have to give the GST number, because when you get registration, you will get GST number called GST Gross and Services Tax Identification Number, GSTIN. So that number you have to give, or UIN in the case of some special foreign company, foreign embassies, foreign organizations, international organizations, or in that case, they will do a special number called Unique Identification Number, UNI. UIN means Unique Identification Number. That number you have to give. So we are not bothered about the unique identity. We are bothered about the GSTIN. So ours is Telangana. So number starts with 36. So A, B, B, and P, D. For example, the fourth letter will indicate the status of the person. So is a P means, even it is a name is company name, it means it is only a proprietary concern, because P means the personal, P means person. Person means the proprietor. So proprietor's PAN card is given. This is PAN card number. Proprietor PAN card is given means it is property concern. And after that, four numbers will be there. 5462, and after some one you call it alphabet. So total 10 numbers of the PAN card, and after that come next one, entity code. It is called entity code means number of registrations on all India basis on this PAN card, on this everywhere, anywhere registration under GST is based on PAN card. So wherever you want to register, you have to submit the PAN card, and on the basis of the PAN card only you get the registration. That means on all India basis, how many registrations are done on the same PAN card. So for example, if it is 2, you will give 2. If it is 1, you will give 1. 2 means there are 2 registrations, and after that default digit, that is default alphabet Z will be there. So this, the state code will be different, this PAN card will be different, all this will be different to different people. But for every registration, there will be Z. Then why it is given as default means, so in this case, number of this total length of the GST registration number, GST identification number is 15. So 2 plus 5. So 12. Next one, only 3. So Z. And after that, after Z. So after Z, there will be 1. After Z, there will be 1 number, or what you call Z. And after that, there will be one check. This is called check number. This is called check number. Sorry. There will be after that NZ, and there will be one number. One again. One alphabet will be there. K. Okay. See here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there is up to K. So there are 12 numbers. 13, 14, 15. Serena. Okay. So after that Z, so 10 numbers to 12 numbers. This is the number of registrations 13. Z is the 14th number, and last one, it is called check digit. Check digit means it will be checking the correctness of the invoice, GST invoice, GST identification number. If there is any error, it will detect the error. So error detection, this is called as check digit. This may be a alphabet or a number, whatever it may be. It may be K, or it may be 8 or something, anything. So the last digit, check code, check digit, that is check number, will be either digit, numeric digit or alphabet digit. So total will be 15. If you give here number of registrations 2, sorry, number of K, after that number of registrations 2. Suppose up to 9, one single digit. If the registrations are 10 or more, then there will be 2 digits. In such a case, if they give the number of registrations 10, the total length will be 16. So it is not possible, only 15. In that case, the second digit will take place of a Z. So Z will disappear and the second digit. Suppose there are 10 registrations. So 1, then Z will be 0. That is the second digit 0 will take place of Z. Then Z will disappear and 0 will be there. 10. So total number will be 10. And now here, now you enter. If this is the correct number by registration, seeing the registration certificate, we give the number, then we can enter. But we are giving only just only simple fake number. It's not a real number. We are giving some number. That is why it will warn you, give the warning. This number is invalid or contains special character. Even if everything is correct, if you give any special character, only alphabets and numbers, numerics only. So if you give any other character, it will show as special character. So it contains special character or the number is invalid, it's not correct. It will show, it will ask you to check up manually. Okay. And if you get enter again, it will take. So it will give the warning. And then periods of GST Return, I told you already in the introduction class, the dealers are 2 types, composition and regular. Okay. In the regular again, these regular people, I told you already, regular composition dealers will they will pay the GST only quarterly, and once in every quarter they have to pay, as well as they have to file a statement. It has CMP 08, file a statement. It's only a statement. And yearly once they have to file GSTR 04. But in the case of regular dealers, they have to file every month 2 returns, GSTR 1 and GSTR PB. They have to file every month GSTR 1 and GSTR PB. But there is some facility. If the turnover is more than 5 crores, crosses 5 crores. If it is more than 5 crores, definitely they have to file every month GSTR 1, GSTR PB. But if the turnover is up to 5 lakhs, it does not cross 5 lakhs, then some facility is given. You can file the GSTR 1 and then GSTR PB instead of every month, you can file every quarter. But this is not a good plan, because so you can file every quarter only. It is easy. It seems very easy, but you have to pay the money every month. You have to pay the money every month. So it is called QRMP. Quarterly QRMP means quarterly return. So return will file quarterly, but monthly payment. QRMP, quarterly return, monthly payment. You have to pay every month. So to pay every month, you have to calculate again what are the sales, what are the purchases, what is the ITC, what is the balance payable, all the calculations you have to make. Instead of that, if you file GSTR 1 every month, so you know the sales, and GSTR PB, what are the purchases, sales, difference, and what is the amount payable. It will be easy. And also one more thing is, in the case of QRMP, okay, we will take up QRMP. Monthly we will pay, quarterly we will file the return. Okay, but every month you have to file a statement again, because it's optional only. Just like GSTR 1, instead of GSTR 1, you have to file a statement, not return. You have to file a statement called IFF, Invoice Furnishing Facility. Invoice Furnishing Facility. Invoicing Furnishing Facility means if you file the GSTR 1 or anything, if you file that, then on the basis of that, GSTR 1, that is sales buyers. It indicates sales. So if you file what are the sales made by us, the buyers, that is the recipients, the buyers will get in input tax credit. From the purchases which I pay the tax, I will get in input tax rate. Like that, the buyers from the payment made, the tax paid in the purchases, they will get the input tax credit. So if you file, they will get. So if you file it in a quarter, they will get the ITC only quarterly. So in such a case, they may not, our business may be affected, because they may like, so they are filing quarterly, we will not get the ITC every month, get only quarter. So like that, some people may drop purchasing from us. That is why to avoid that, Every month we have to file a statement, just like GSTR1 only. But instead of GSTR1, we file IFF, invoice only. That invoice also only the ITC, who will get? Only registered people will get. Only registered people will get the ITC. That's why from business to business, that is only registered people. So the sales made to registered people only means B2B. Only the B2B invoices we have to show in the statement called IFF, invoicing published listing. So you file that, the other person will get the ITC. So you have to file the IFF, you have to make the payment, and every quarter again you have to you have to file this one. Instead of this, directly you file every month, simply file GSTR1 sales, GSTR3B, so the sales will automatically come into that, and what are the purchases, ITC, so difference you have to pay. Like that, most of the people will take up only monthly. Suppose if you take opt for less than 5 crores turnover, if you opt for quarterly, then you have to select quarterly. Otherwise, you have to select only monthly. This is the best method. 95% of the people, they follow only monthly. And after this, next additional features, in this case, set or alter GST details. So GST details means GST rate of tax and all these things. That is HSN code, the description of the goods, name of the goods, HSN code, taxability, taxable or not. If it is taxable, what is the rate? This is called GST details. Here in this company features, if you do that, so for the whole company, whatever you buy, so all the goods, if you take the same HSN code, same rate of tax, everything will be same. But it's not possible because we buy different stocks, different goods with different HSN code, and the rate of tax may be different. That is why here we won't give anything, keep it no. And another one is tax liability and advance receipt. Whenever, suppose some customers, they pay advance to us and they will order for the goods, and when you sell the goods, we will prepare the invoice, the advance will be adjusted and balance will be collected from them. So, but the total invoice will be total amount. That is why for this advances also, you want to show in GSTR1 like sales, and the balance will be shown again. Instead of that, we can file at a time. Instead of showing these advances, we can show the total sales in the GSTR1. That is why keep it no. And this is reverse charge, so that at present we don't want that, because purchasing from unregistered dealers and some other goods or services, when you purchase, we are paying the tax plus taxable value to the seller, and seller will pay to the government. But in these cases, even though you are buying, we won't pay the tax to the seller. Directly we pay to the government. It is called reverse charge. That we will learn later. Okay. So now it is not applicable. Keep it no. And enable GST classifications and LUT bond details. These are all related to exports and supply to the sales special economic zone. Like it is also like exports only. So in these two cases, now we don't want this, make it no. Okay. And after that, invoice features. So in this case, there are two rules: E-way bill and E-invoice. E-way bill means in here actually in the pre-GST regime, that is when the VAT was there, when they are selling the goods, when they are sending the goods, along with the goods, we have to send a document, isn't it? So in that case, we can send invoice, or we can send delivery channel, and we can send the invoice later. Invoice means bills, tax bill. So the bill we can send later, along with the goods, we can send delivery channel. So we can supply along with delivery channel. But when the GST is implemented, it is made compulsory that the goods must be accompanied by invoice. Okay. And then so it is accompanied by invoice. So goods and invoice. And the invoice value, if the invoice value exceeds 50,000, that is threshold limit. If the invoice value exceeds 50,000, we have to send way bill also. Previously, we used to send manually written way bill. But now there is a separate portal for the way bill. So that is called e-way bill, electronic way bill. So in this portal, we have to do the details and we have to print that electronic label, and that label we have to send electronic label. So goods, invoice, electronic label. If the invoice is more than 50, otherwise only goods and invoice. So this is the EVA bill applicable. We have to make it yes, because every yes we make it. If it is above 50, we have to send a bill also. But now we are not bothered about the bill at present. And then e-invoice. If our turnover in the last any year before that, that is not only last year, from 2017 when the GST is implemented, 17 it is implemented, so 17-18. So from 17-18 till the last year, in any year, your turnover, that is aggregate annual turnover is called. Aggregate annual turnover means turnover of sales, credit sales, cash sales, taxable, non-taxable, GST goods, non-GST goods, and everything it includes. So if the total turnover, aggregate annual turnover exceeds 10 crores, actually it was 200 crores, it is reduced to 100 crores and reduced to 50 crores, then reduced to 10 crores now. Now it is 10 crores. In future, they may make it 5 crores. So if it exceeds 10 crores, then you have to do electronic invoice. Means our invoice, other invoice, we have to upload it to the electronic invoice portal, e-invoice portal, and it will give the one QR code and one number that is called invoice registration number, IRN. Invoice registration number it will give. So you have to print that number and the QR code on the invoice, and that invoice only you have to give to the buyer. If you don't give that, if you give ordinary invoice, that person will not get ITC. So it is applicable. So you make it, if you make it yes, and you can also make it yes. But now we don't want all this. So we get no. You make it no, so both will be no. So after this, so we enabled the yes, and then so we enabled the GST feature in the tally, that is in the company level. Okay, but now we created the new company. Suppose if already there is companies existing, then how you enable that? In that case, for example, so here you take this company, here. In this company, if you take so already an existing company, if the company is already existing, so GST is not activated. For example, GST is unactivated. Then you select the company, enter. Enter means select the company and enter F11. So when you create, automatically it will go to the F11 company features page, company features alteration. But now you have to click F11. You have to click F11. You have to click F11. Then it will come. It will go to the same page. And here, doing the work is the same. Here you have to make yes. You have to make yes. And then you have to give the details of all the things. Details, make it as, and accept. And accept. Okay. Like that. You have to press F11 and we have to select the company and make F11. And the same window will come. That is company features RC. Company features VFC. Company features alteration. The same window will open and we do the same work here. If it is a new company, automatically after creating, if you go to that page, company features creation. Okay, like this, in the old company or a new company, we activate the company. Activating, not activating actually, we have to enable the company feature. And after that, how to do? And after that, what to do? And after that, 1 minute, what of that? So far, what we did is we enable the GST feature in the company. That is, when the company is created, at the end of the creation, it will do the details. It will show the small window, company features alteration. There we will enable the tax rate. That is, we will enable the GST feature in the new company. In the case of old company, already is existing. What we do is, for example, in this case, we will after complete. In this case, we will select the company, go to F11 features, select that company. So the same window will come and we do the same thing here also. So with this, we completed the enabling of the feature in the company. And then we have to work with means we have to enable or we have to give the GST rates. That is, we have to give the GST details in some other places also. These places means we have to create some ledgers, then we have to give the feature. So we have to create, in this case, creating means in the accounting masters, we have to create some ledgers, and inventory masters, we have to create items. So in this case, we go to ledger, creating. In this case, we have to create purchases, sales relating to goods, purchases and sales, and then the different types of taxes. IGST, I told you already. In the case of same state, CGST, HGST. In the case of another state, that is interstate, it is called as IGST. So these tax details, we have to tax accounts, we have to create tax ledger, and then purchases ledger relating to goods, purchases and sales, goods or services. So purchases and sales we have to create, and after that, the person's debtors, creditors, that will be in the debtors and creditors. There will be no GST details. Only the debtor or creditor is registered regular or not. And in the case of regular, you have to give the registered GST number. In the case of unregistered or consumer, there will be no number. So now we create. See here. Here. IGST. That is interstate. Name already exists. 1 minute. I already created this by mistake, and so in this case, ledger, we have to create some ledgers. That is, first of all, we will take up IGST, that is relating to interstate purchases. We will create as these taxes create only once, either for purchase or sales. It is under duties and taxes. Comes under duties and taxes. Type of duty is type of duty or taxes, GST, and the type of tax is it is IGST is integrated. Means interstate. It is called as integrated. Then CGST. So duties and taxes. Tax type is that is duty is GST, and it is CGST is central. So central tax. So Control A, save. Then GST, then duties and taxes, GST, then it is called sales tax, so created. And then purchases. Purchases means it comes under purchasing. Here, you see here, these purchases, we create one means it is called common ledger. For all types of purchases, the account will be the same. That is, all the purchases will be entered in the same account. The group is purchase account only one. It is okay, fixed. But in this case of purchases, you can create different accounts because depending on the tax rates, purchase 0%, purchase 5%, purchase 12%, purchase 18%, purchase 28%. Like that, you get many accounts, but all the cases, that group will be purchase accounts only. And depending on the supply of goods, the same state or other state, purchases interstate or purchases local or purchases GST, you can call it as purchases non-local, you can create or purchases IGST, like that. And depending on the supply of people, supply to the people, we may supply to registered people or unregistered people or consumer. Like in that case, supply to registered people means it is called as B2B, business to business. Supplying to unregistered dealers or consumers, it is called supply to unregistered. Both are called as consumer. B2C, business to consumer. So purchase B2B, purchase B2C. Like that, you can get in a way. But for anything, the group will be purchase only. After that, type of ledger not required. Then come to statutory details. Everywhere is GST applicable. If it is given, you have to make this applicable. It comes under GST. Whatever the tax rate may be, whether taxable or not, it comes under GST. So give applicable. Then here, you should not give the set or alter the GST details because we are purchasing different types of stock items and they may have different HSN code. Here we have to give HSN code, description, HSN code, different rates. So in this case, purchases, all the stock items may have some other different HSN codes. So we cannot give one code here. And they may have different rates. One rate we cannot give. That's why here we have to give only no. And then you have to select whether goods or services. You can purchase goods as well as services also. So if it is goods, collect goods. Then save. Then similarly, sales. Sales comes under sales accounts. And in this case also, common ledger is sales, but different ledgers. Sales, different on purchase, different purchase percentages. Sales B2B, B2C. Sales GST, that is intrastate sales or states sales local. Sales IGST means non-local. Like that you can translate. But whatever you create are common ledger for all the sales. Comes under sales accounts. The same thing here also applicable. Here we have to give no, because sales also we may sell different goods with different HSN code as well as different rates. So when you are purchasing, the same HSN code, same rate will be applicable for sales of the same item we are selling. So the HSN code and rate will be the same. And then give it no and select goods. So here we created here ledgers. So if you go to alter, you can view ledgers. So cash and profit loss is default. So CGST, IGST, HGST, purchase sales. On all other accounts, that is parties, creditors, debtors, we need not give any tax details there. Okay. And then again go to create, or you can go to create or alter. You can create stock item. Then here you can take create. Okay. So here. Here, then you have to go to creating. That is create page or alter page and select create. Here, ledgers created. Then go to stock items. Before that, you can create unit here or when you are creating stock item also. Here, for example, numbers. For example, numbers. So NOS numbers, new full name. NO, then numbers. And then in the case of GST is enabled, but it uses unit quantity code it is given in the act. The code is given. So I have to select that. Numbers, we give all the but you can find lot of codes here. Okay. And if any code, a new code not available here, in such case, go to new code, create that one. Okay. Otherwise, come to this. So select NOS numbers, will give numbers. For numbers, there will be fraction. 1 number, 2 number, 3, 4 we sell. 1.6, 1.4 numbers will not be there. So decimal point after decimal, there will be no places. So 0. Okay. And then. And suppose kgs we can create kgs, kilograms. Kilograms. So here also kgs. But here, in the case of kgs, there will be less quantity also. I mean, lesser unit also. Because every kg contains of 1000 grams. So in the case of 1000 grams, we may sell kgs as well as grams of 1.6 kg means 1 kilo and 6 means 600 grams or 1.65, 1 kilo 650 grams or only 5 grams, 1.005, 5 grams like that. That is why it will have the decimal points. After decimal, we will have digits. So there will be 3 digits because up to 999 grams, it is gram. If it is 1000 grams, it will be kilo. So grams will be up to 999, 3 digits. We have to give number 3. Okay. So they are correct. And some more, whatever you want, you can create. And you can create at the time of stock item also. We will create stock item, for example. I will create. I will create Sony TV. Sony TV 20 inches. This is the primary limit of group. And here, so if it is not created, you can create the unit here. The same thing you can do here. Otherwise, it's already created. Select TVs means numbers only. Numbers and here, number here, applicability, yes. Here, this is the final goods. Here only we have to give the tax details. So make it yes and go to this one description. Just you can take TVs, or you can use only TV. HSN code. Every HSN code actually means HSN or SSC means HSN means a code given internationally, anywhere in any country. The code will be the same for a particular stock. So HSN means harmonized system of nomenclature. Harmonized system of nomenclature. SSN is for services, service accounting code. So for goods, HSN code. For service accounting, SSC code. Okay. So here the rule is up to 5 crores turnover, 4 numbers HSN code you have to do. If the turnover is above 5 crores, we have to do 6 numbers. In the case of exports and sale to Z, purchase from SEZ, in that case, the code will be 8 numbers. Service accounting code is the same. So here we give you 4 numbers. Okay. And after that, these non-GST goods, only liquor, the liquor, that is petrol and the diesel, lubricants, they come under non-GST. They are not under the purview of GST. They are called non-GST goods. So is non-GST goods, is this non-GST? No. So if we can purchase petrol, diesel, liquor, we give it as yes, but here it is not yes. So and then on value, how calculation type, tax calculation, tax details, tax calculation, on item rate, that we will learn later, but always we take as on value, and here either is taxable or not. It may be exempt or it may be bill rated. In these 2 cases, select that rates will not be there. If it is taxable only, so if you take taxable and you can give this. So give the total tax. Suppose 18% tax means integrated tax. Total tax is 18%. Total means integrated. It is 18%. So how in the case of local sales, state and central will divide into 50-50%. Okay. So it will automatically central and state will divide 9-9. So when we are making the entry, if it is intrastate, it will take this GST, CGST and LGST. If it is interstate, it will take integrated tax. Okay. Sometimes this table, this window will not be available. This window will not be available. I will tell you. See here, this total window will not be. This in this case, only stack details window will be available, and in this also only integrated tax will be available. Only integrated tax will be available. Only integrated tax will be available. So in this case, what to do? In that case, go to F12 here only. In this window, go to F12, make HSN code. Yes. Type of goods, make yes, and others are not required now. And go to show all GST types. There are 3 types. So yes. So if you go here, you show the description, HSN code, non-GST codes, and then all the types it will show, then accept. Then here give the rate 18%. Take 9% is not that one thing happened. Okay. So like this you have to do, and then type of supply will be goods or services. So we'll select goods, accept. So like this, we create the stock item. So whatever stock items you have to create that. And when you are making the entry also, we can make the entry and create the stock item. When you are creating a stock item, we can create the unit also. Similarly, purchase and sales, there only once you have to create the purchase and sales. We can create at the time of first entry of purchase or sale, or at the time of first entry of purchase or sale, we can create the tax types also, because that is called secondary method. At the time of during the voucher entry also, we can create, we already learned it. Okay, so this is the thing. So we completely enable that GST feature and activated the GST details, activated all the GST details now. This is the thing to do the preliminary work, and with this, then we start the working. But is working is we start the recording of transactions. Means what are the transactions? Purchases, sales. So this is what we are going to do. So here, so all this we learned, and So how to enable the GST features, how to set the GST deals, activate, and set up multi-rate means it will come automatically. Okay, these all we done. And with this, we have to proceed to record the transactions. What are the transactions? Purchases, sales. So how to record the purchases? Purchase may be two types. Same state or outside the state. That is intrastate, interstate. So how to record intrastate purchases, how to record the intrastate purchases. And also intrastate or interstate, different rates of tax, different topics, items with different rates. How to record all these? See here, how to record intrastate purchases voucher entry with different GST rates. Similarly, interstate purchase voucher entry with different GST rates. Both in the purchase voucher, we enter both cash as well as credit. Okay. Similarly, if you learn this, then sales will be very easy. Same thing like purchases. So we enter the sales voucher. That's all. See here also, intrastate sales with different rates, interstate sales with different rates. In any case, both purchase and sales. And similarly, when you make the sales as well as when you make the purchases, there will be purchase returns also. There will be sales returns also, but everything will be same. The voucher will be different. For debit purchase returns, we use debit note, the alt F6. For the sales returns, we use credit note, alt F6. F5 for the purchase returns, for the alt F6 for the sales returns. With that voucher will open and we have to record in that one. Because in this one, when we are making the entries, so receipts and all these only will be available. But others, debit note and credit note will be available in the F10 other vouchers. So debit note, credit note will be available. Instead of going here, pressing this and pressing this, simply we can press Alt F5 debit note, Alt F6 credit note, like that on the keyboard itself. So in the next voucher, next video, we start how to record. It is very simple. If you learn one basic thing and all the entries we can make very easily. So in the next one, we start with purchases, both interstate as well as intrastate. Then sales, intrastate, interstate, both you can learn. Okay. With this, I conclude this and request for you, please subscribe my channel. Don't see and book. Subscribe my channel and click bell icon and click all. That means you will get notifications for all the videos which I upload, and share this with my channel with all your friends as well as others or accountants who want to learn the tally training. Okay. And then when you are watching this video, watch the video till the end. Don't skip, because if you skip the video, you cannot understand the balance. So view the video till the end, and after watching that, you can like the video if it is good. And then your idea about this video, whether it is good or bad, or any doubt in that, you post your comment in the comment section. Okay. So with this, I conclude this. And one more thing is, I started an online batch. Offline batch is not possible for me. So I started an online batch. One batch is running, and within a few days, I am going to start another batch, new batch for the online classes. That is why, if anybody want to join the online classes, you can contact me. My contact number is given in the about section. In some videos, it is available, and in the about section, my contact number is available, but you cannot call me. You just give WhatsApp message in that number, then I will contact you, because I am not in India. I am in other state. I am in another country for a few months. So if you do the only WhatsApp message, I will give you, I will reply you, and I will talk to you. So register my name, your names, and we will start the new batch. Okay. With this, I stop this. I conclude this session, and we will meet in the next video. Thank you. Good night.